once again we are back on Soch ki Ttalk train of thought with a series of an episode with Mr. Akash Chaturvedi. In our earlier episode, what we have seen, an interesting journey, an innovative product, what he had come up with to simplify the technology and ensure like it's as for the target audience which are concerned, they can use that particular website in a much better way. Mr. Akhil, how you were convinced with Akash idea, of coming up with an website which can simplify the problem of an end customers. So how you have supported Akash on this?
The very beautiful thing was we went and evaluated every competitor on this earth. And we went threadbare into what they are doing, what they are offering. And that's when we figured out how do you make a product which will help accomplish the job my customer wants to achieve. Many of them are trying to sell technology and make it. Here, this was what the driver was. Let's try to make the job of the guy who is using it simple. If he is simple, it is there. But yes, there are many challenges which we have enlisted and put them down, and we've got a plans how to overcome each one of them. And that's a very interesting journey that we have started. Yeah. We created an academy. He's created a whole team of which is called the Rebel Crew. These are young boys sitting in small cities across the country. They are all getting empowered to work from home. And COVID-19 has shown that an office is not really an office. It is about your access and to work. And if you can access work and you can give them work, they can work without actually traveling. Maybe in the future, in 10 years down the line, people will be living in some nice resort and working and paying for themselves. It would be a very fascinating life that we are headed towards.
Correct.
We should be a part of that journey when we see that this is a nice beginning.
Correct.
And Akash can tell how he is democratizing the whole process.
Correct. I think it's really interesting. Basically, when we talk in terms of to simplify the things, to simplify the technology, Akash, how it came, basically, as per the target audience which are concerned, how you are planning to go ahead with the things
So the main key idea, right, when we talk about making things simple, actually that is really hard. The process, there's a cost to making everything simple, and that becomes hard. And the biggest thing for that is actually educating the consumers about what is it that they should be doing and what is it they could be doing, which was a lot simpler. So, as Dad so rightly mentioned earlier, there's everybody who had a different perspective in terms of while they were building their technology, they just found another way to kind of provide to our customers. Whereas our goal was geared towards the task to be done. So if you look at some of the examples also of consumers who are running their business on their own with no formal education, all of these things, they have the opportunity now wherein whatever idea or product or service they have, they can actually just list it online and start selling it. And in terms of how we've been able to kind of the hard challenge there is getting the website live was one part of it, which we have been able to actually address very well through our Rebel Crew program.
Tell me one thing, as far as we are concerned, we are not tech savvy, so according to us, it's very complicated website which is there. But as far as the Rebel Corp which is concerned, when we talk in terms of Rebel Corp, Rebel Crew jo hai, what are their actual role in the entire business module
So Rebel Crew can be treated as sort of like a stepping stone to help you on board. They are the people who are experts and local people who are already existing web designers and agencies and freelancers basically sitting and doing the work. So what happens is all we tell them to do is we educate them on how to use our platform and connect them with people who want to get online. So our platform is not just about selling the website build up, it's also about connecting people. We connect people who are looking to get online with people who can actually do that. That's where the Rebel Crew sort of comes in. And through this, it's been phenomenal in the last few months. All the Rebel Crews who've been onboarded, we've been able to provide them work with some crews who are sitting out of Jaipur and Haridwar to work with clients sitting with Chicago and New York and have them coordinate and get a website built almost instantly. So it's been phenomenal what the technology can achieve and when people are willing to work on it,
And how you are reaching to the target customers, what is the step-by-step process in creating an awareness of an REBELCORP
So ideally, when we look at from our point of view, a target market, if I just think as the normal person that who could need a website, I could potentially name half the planet at that step. So for us also, it's about taking it one step at a time. Understanding, evaluating needs of the product, what it can achieve today, with the consumers that we have in mind. So initially, we've been given this great opportunity as a problem that we look to solve was primarily through exporters in India. And what we were looking at was, we had Indian exporters with massive.
Akash, before that, normally always when we say into a business, some innovative idea, you catch them young,
Yeah.
What in fact, many of the curriculums, what we have seen in the colleges and all, and those curriculums are a bit not to up to a mark, So how you can help the institute in building those kind of a curriculum as far as web designing, which is concerned?
So I think that is where we're actually actively working quite a bit right now as well, in terms of looking at it. This is something which is very close to me because I was in college not too long ago, and I just passed out. And at that time in college, I think we end up learning so many things, which is, some of it is useful, some of it is, well, not very relevant anymore. But from our perspective, we thought, by being able to educate people about how to get online and get a website, and being able to run and manage, adds a lot more value to the people who are not even tech driven. They can bring that into a lot of value that they can offer, whether they decide to launch something of their own, or if they work in an organization, they can help in kind of updating their website, doing all these things which will add more value to them as people. So in fact, we developed this whole curriculum from that perspective, which is going to be introduced also in autonomous colleges now very soon, wherein we're going to be teaching them website design and management from the point of view of non-tech consumers. So no coding, nothing like that, just REBELCORP's platform to its fullest. You can learn right from the basic basic steps to set up to all the way to perform high quality analytics and marketing for that same project. So it's an end-to-end course that's going to be offered out of the universities as well.
I see. So means those whose target audience can be a rebel crew also in the near future?
Absolutely. So the idea is to open up the opportunities from where, we have this post-COVID, entire mindset of people is that you need this freelance economy which is coming up, and our role is to really foster and take care of that people, because they are the ones who are investing the most important thing, which is their time, onto learning this technology. So in order to have them, show them these opportunities that keep coming up, and we've been blessed with a lot of different partnerships within, not just for the Rebel Group, but also in terms of people like who we want to get online as well. So so far with our channel partners like FIEO, which is the Federation of Indian Export Organizations, we're looking to digitalize almost 35,000 exporters from India, and those people are gonna, they're so busy doing their own exports that they don't have the time to sit and actually build their own websites, but they will need people like this, and as these different kind of sector specific increases, right, we're going to have a lot more crews which will be geared to deal with sector specific tasks as well.
I see. I think it's an interesting story of Mr. Akash Chaturvedi, on this TikTok, ek boon soch ki, basically a young mind with an innovative idea, the kind of a product what he have created, as far as REBELCORP which is concerned, and I think it's an army of a crew what is building up to ensure that how this platform can be easily be accessible and can be used by an entrepreneur over there, and also in the process the learning for the respective colleges which are there. Sir, I think it's an interesting way, basically when we say, if you want to ensure to empower somebody, I think college is a place where we ensure the gap which is there, how we can bridge in that gap which is there. So I think that's the part how you're supporting as far as the education institute which are concerned.
Yeah. What we want to make is a lot of people have to become employable. And a person finishes his graduation, whether it's in arts, commerce, anything. Today's date, there are different kind of skill sets which are going to be needed for people to connect with the next generation. A fresh graduate comes to me, and the first thing I go to him and say, hey, listen, come show me how does the Instagram work? What do I do here? These are the people, they know they are digital natives. We need to get them onto the platform so that they can make this site. These are the people you go and say, hey, listen, this is very expensive. Is there a better way? He said, this is the cheapest way. This is the cost. And then the new economy which has emerged of the SaaS, subscription, software as a subscription, we have modeled it around that. So it's like you and I want to talk on our phone, we buy our respective phone. We don't care whether it's 2G, 3G, 4G.
Correct.
We don't need to invest in the telephone exchange.
Correct.
We just pay as you go.
Correct.
This is the model on which the product services are built on. So when we are building the services, this is the pricing. And he said, how do we price it? I said, listen, people are buying Netflix for 800 rupees a month. At the price of a Netflix, a person should be able to go to his business online. And a digital shop, you should start at that price. And that is when you really empower a whole new generation. It is matter of time. They will learn, they will figure out, they'll experiment. Everything that you want is possible. You can't teach them everything on it, but the features are there. People will keep discovering it, and as they discover it, they will share their own learnings with their own other friends and colleagues.
I think it's an interesting, innovative idea and the innovative concept what Akash Chaturvedi had come up with a REBELCORP, and also creating a community of a Rebel crew which is there. Next episode I think we'll request Mr. Akash Chaturvedi to just in depth, explain to a target audience how a layman, entrepreneur who are there, they are doing their business, but they're not aware about how to make a website and how to promote their product. So I think on next episode on Ttalk, boon, Soch, we'll catch up with Akash Chaturvedi with further insights as far as the REBELCORP which is concerned. Thank you very much.